Dear all, please be seated. Thank you very much. Dear all, I suggest to start. Ladies and gentlemen, students of UMD14, almost alumni, friends, family, colleagues, welcome at the graduation of UMD14. You all look so beautiful. Thank you very much. Welcome. Please note there is a live stream on the internet today of the graduation. People around the world are watching you to make them proud and support you mentally. So behave properly, stay awake, and refrain from nose picking. Dear all good things end, and time flies when you're having fun. That also applies to the master programs at IHS. But what a way to finalize, to celebrate, what a festive circumstances with so many happy, shiny, beautiful people around, and you really look amazing. On behalf of the Institute for Housing and Urban Development, I would like to welcome you here in Hall 4. It's hard to believe it's 12 months ago that we first met in the Erasmus Pavilion. At that moment you were still eager to start, agitated about that was coming up, and all strangers to each other and to us as well. During the year you made friends, became a group, a community named UMD14. You shared and gained knowledge and worked hard, at least that's my impression. Dear students, of course, I hope your experiences and memories will be mostly positive. You all started almost 1 year ago the IHS Marathon called the Master of Urban Management and Development. But instead of 42 kilometers and 195 meters, you had to run for 51 weeks to get it all done. Although some of you might need some extra time to finish their masterpiece, you all have the finishing line in sight. At the start a year ago, I promised you an interesting, challenging year, with ideal study circumstances given the prevailing weather conditions in the Netherlands. At least for the latter, I'm afraid I managed your expectations badly. It turned out to be the warmest and sunniest summer ever, for which I feel I have to apologize. You came here to develop intellectually, expand your options and broaden your horizon, and it was up to us to guide you along the right path towards development, to ensure you are able to make the most of your potential during your studies. We try to help you discover where your strengths and passions lie, and to stimulate you to commit yourself fully to the chosen subject. To that end, we offered you a curriculum that provides both structure and inspiration. Helping students discover and learn a subject or profession can be a demanding task, and one that requires a great deal of patience. But the reward is in the results. I would suggest to give our academic staff, support staff and guest lecturers a big hand for their performance and dedication. They did a great job again, with such a big group. Thank you very much. This ceremony is definitely one of the most festive moments of the year. For you, because you receive your diploma and you're most likely looking forward to return to your family, to your friends and home environment. But for us as well, because it's always extremely rewarding to see so many happy faces around, after a year of hard work, and to deliver so many diplomas as a result of that. For us, this is the icing on the cake. You have shown that you mastered complex issues related to urban management and development, and at last have proven your expertise in the final thesis. I hope you realize this diploma also implies a number of responsibilities. You will become alumni of IHS, and therefore in a way a representative and ambassador of our institute in your country, and member of a global network of alumni and urban professionals. So from now on, we expect you to behave properly and make us proud. I sincerely hope you will be able to utilize your talents and gain knowledge not only to your personal benefit, but also to the benefit of your cities and countries. Proper education should enrich the society as a whole. We don't say goodbye to you today, we just part to meet again somehow, somewhere. Tonight you will board on a ship called Emerald. However, it's in Dutch and then it's called Smaragd. And it's on the side of the boat, but Ruth will lead you the way to the boat. We have booked a round trip for all of you, so you will actually be able to leave for your home country the coming days again, with a backpack full of new gained knowledge, a diploma and plans for the future, and as a member of the extended IHS family. Ladies and gentlemen, increasingly human beings are urban beings. Understanding people requires understanding cities, and vice versa. Cities can be places for cross-fertilization between different cultures. However, it can also be places where cultural divides are mostly felt. And above all, cities should be the drivers of economic inclusive prosperity. We are all in the middle of it, can contribute and make a small difference. So let's make the best out of it. From here, Jan Fransen, our head of education, will take over. He will guide us through the diploma ceremony. Halfway the presentation of diplomas, the Rector of Magnificus, the Chancellor, will address us on behalf of Erasmus University. Then there will be a short break for a photo shoot, and this time we don't go outside to avoid that your head will be flying in the air. So we will stay here, and Charm will do the art directing, so to say, the setup of the photo. Then there will be the short break, and after the continuation of the presentation of the diplomas, there will be a novelty in the program. The DAIDA Award for Best UMD14 thesis will be released and handed out by Shayam Khandekar, and he's sitting here in front, alumnus of IHS in 1973, so 45 years ago, and founder of the foundation who made this all possible. Next, we expect the valedictory speech of UMD14 students, and I let surprise myself because I don't know exactly who will do it, but we will see. The IHS photo competition and an alumni address from IHS Alumni International and the Alumni Relations Office. So there are many things on the menu, but first things first, we start with the presentation of the diplomas, and I would like to ask Jan to come forward and I ask you to just sit down, relax, and enjoy. Thank you very much.
Goedemiddag allemaal. Well, you can do much louder than that. Goedemiddag. Yes, welcome everybody to the closing ceremony and to the handing out of the diplomas. I still remember vividly the first class I gave to all of you, to the UMD, almost 1 year ago. Do you remember agglomeration economy? Do you remember complexity? Yes. Can you remember Luca showing at the clock and saying the clock? It's difficult, but it's not complex. Because complexity is non-linearity, cell organization, etc., etc., etc. At that moment of time, we were the teachers. You were standing in front, you were asking questions, and you were so eager those first lessons. Sitting, asking questions. Last week, I had the pleasure to read roughly 10 theses. I had the pleasure to be at about 6 defenses, and I was impressed. I was impressed by the quality of your thesis, by the relevance of your thesis, by the analysis that all of you have made. I've also seen that our roles change. You were the teachers. We were sitting, we were asking questions. Ladies and gentlemen, you have truly become masters in urban management and development. I should also say that this year was a little bit special because normally we have got 1 distinction. If we have a very good year, we have got 2 people with a distinction. And I can already inform you that this year we have got 6 people with a distinction in urban management. So either we have become much better teachers, which is what I believe personally, or you are really an excellent group. So, now then, let's go to the ceremony of the handing out of the diplomas, and there are some rules I would have to explain. First of all, we do it per specialization. So I will call the coordinator and the students of one specialization forward. The coordinator comes here. Everybody else, all the participants, are going to stand over here. And a small warning is in place. Don't move further. It's quite a drop. Would be a pity after 11.5 months of hard study. The coordinator holds a short speech, and just to say that again for the coordinators, a short speech. And after that short speech, the diplomas will be given to you in alphabetical order per country. You stay up here because afterwards you take a picture of the specialization, then you go back. Is the process clear to everybody? Wonderful. Then, who were the first? May I ask, please, the coordinators of urban strategies and planning to come forward. Thank you, Alex and Els. And may I also please ask the participants of the specialization to come forward.
Good afternoon. My name is Els. I was the coordinator for urban strategies and planning this year. I'm so excited, but also sad to be here with you today. Excited because, well, congratulations, sincerely, to all of you. It's been such an amazing year, and I'm so happy to have shared it with you. Some already I knew from the very, very beginning. All of you got to know me during the UGPP, and then I think we really came together during the urban strategies and planning specialization. USB, as we call it, and the Urban Social Spatial Dynamics workshop really was a team effort, and that's also why we are all here standing today. It was Alex, there was Alexandra, Alexa, Carly, Daisy, Lori, Saskia, Somesh, who kindly took over the research workshop coordination at the very last minute, Wei, the housing team, external lectures. We had so many inputs, and I really want to thank all of you for your contributions. USP also was a team effort by all of you, and I really appreciate looking and being part of this whole process. Remember the shopping list challenge that we did in the very first week? We prepared some really delicious food. Yes. Remember the food in the city conference? I wasn't there, but I really heard that was such an amazing experience. Remember also the strategy that you prepared. Remember the negotiation exercise that we did, the food that we had there. I really cherish all these moments, discussing the normative dimension of certain arguments of theory, reflecting on spatial justice, thinking about what it might mean as a planner, looking at all the creativity that you showed for the second individual assignment. And really also looking at the group dynamics on WhatsApp and seeing how you were interacting always, listening to your stories from the data collection. I think really it was so amazing to see this all happen and be part of that. It's also a sad day because for many it will be a goodbye for now, but I'm very confident that you will become amazing planners, urban managers, Secretary of State, independent architects, researchers, lecturers, activists, or whatever you aspire to be. And remember though that there might be conflicting rationalities within or outside your workplace, stakeholders who just won't agree with each other, or politicians who are after their own self-interest, where you might just start to doubt yourself. And I hope that at these times you will remember reflective practice and stand up for your values, even if that goes against what the majority thinks or does. And I'm really looking forward to hearing from you again. Please stay in touch and pass here again when you're back in Rotterdam. Thank you so much, and great conference.
Jan, you said short speeches, but you didn't reduce the number, and you know we are a lot of coordinators. I would love to also address you a few minutes at least. And I think also it was a special batch, and I have to tell that story that at the very beginning, when you know which story is coming now, right? Oh my God. At the very beginning I told them, you are the best year we've ever had. And the good researchers, they were talking to all the UMD previously that I taught, and they were asking them, did he tell you the same thing? Is he always telling that to every year? And they said no. So I lost all my friends from UMD alumni from 12, 13. Oh, they're my new friends now, other way. But it was a fun year, and it was a very challenging year also for what I'd like to mention, for having the opportunity to send you far, far away to countries we've also not have ever been in, Somaliland. And I was very impressed by how you took this challenge and how you came back and you have worked on your research and you have done something that is very unique. And it's very nice that we had this possibility. Same, of course, for Ecuador. that we had 6 people over there. I have to mention also Rishi, he's sitting somewhere because he was not our specialization, and Margarita. And also we had Kampala with Haifa and Tjark that also did wonderful pieces on the subjects. So we had an extended family for the time of field research. And I also would love to reflect what Jan said before. It's us who are learning. So this was a very steep learning curve for me this year. Mainly because you challenged us in many aspects. Alison is here. I made it. Okay, all of you somehow challenged our thinking. And I love to get out of past dependency teaching. Because we think, oh, you know, we know it, and we tell you, and then we start telling you, and you say, no, but I don't think so, and you go against it, and I think that's very good. However, I would like to give you some I would like to read a poem, or a prayer even for you, which is a very short one, yeah? only first part. I hope many of you know it. It's from Reinhold Niebuhr, who happens to be an American-German dissident, and he brought up the Serenity Prayer. And I want to read it out because it's so good that I don't want to paraphrase. God, give me the grace to accept with serenity the things that cannot be changed, courage to change the things which should be changed, and the wisdom to distinguish the one from the other. Amen. I think this is encouraging, and you know we are living in a changing world, and urbanization is a major changing force, and you have learned that, and I hope you go back to your countries, or you stay in the countries, or you go to other countries. You just go into the world and you help changing what you can change. Thanks. Viviana.
Jane, Krista, Jamo. Diane.
Felix.
Carlos Mauricio Sosa Sastri.
Imrana.
Nur Ruda. Mario.
Maya Mersina. Judy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was an amazing ceremony and very good speeches, but were they short? I know I should have operationalized short and come up with good indicators, so I cannot possibly complain, I guess. Let's move to the next specialization and call them forward. Urban housing, equity and social justice.
Okay. Welcome to our beautiful group of urban housing, equity and social justice. It's a small group, and that means that we have really became a family after all these months of hard work. And we're really grateful, Marge, Ellen and I, for the experience that we have had with you. But I have written a small speech. It is short, Jan, so don't worry. Because this graduation event is very special for Marge, Ellen and myself for two main reasons. One is that the content of the housing specialization we have newly implemented for this UMD14 reflects not only our commitment to quality education, but most importantly, our belief that housing is at the center of human development as long as we strive to achieve equity and social justice, especially in the global south. We want therefore to congratulate our first batch of the urban housing equity and social justice. And they are Alessia from Italy, Evelyn, Lucia from Mexico, Sara from Tanzania, Revati from India, Kausara from Ghana, Dhruv from India, Amina from India, Jimmy from Taiwan, and Samuel from Okay. They have worked on a great variety of topics. Oh, I forgot. Oh, sorry. Imran from Bangladesh. You see, Imran works in the technical class. But I'm a bit nervous, as I said. Two special reasons why we're standing here. Because of this new specialization, you are the first batch, and you have come up with a number of thesis topics that touches upon the attainment of housing justice by making it 5 A's, available, accessible, affordable, acceptable, and adaptable. That's what we have been developing all this time. And congratulations, you're standing here for a reason, and I think you've done a great job. And we hope to keep the relation in the future, to keep developing this concept of housing justice, this notion that we want to bring forward in urban development. But there is a second very special reason why we're here also today. And this is that both Marge and I, together with the 11 of you, would like to honor Ellen. Ellen has found a new professional challenge elsewhere, well, in The Hague, not too far, and will no longer be part of the IHS, although she will remain as an external advisor and contributor to our cause. Ellen, it goes without saying that we will miss you like anything. And you have been fundamental for the implementation of this specialization and its success. Working with you for the last 10 years, for Marge and I, has been an absolute pleasure. And we will miss you, as I said, like anything. And although we are sad to let you go, we're also happy because we know you will touch the heart of your new colleagues and your new students. Therefore, and this is the end of it, I promise, Marge, Alessia, Emily, Lucia, Sara, Revati, Kausara, Dhruv, Samira, Imran, Jimmy, Samuel, and I would like to honor you by calling the first batch of the UHES specialization as the Ellen Hurst Housing Justice Batch. And with that, I'm done with my speech. Now that part, right? Okay, we'll do it quickly. Alessia. Imran. Samuel. Evelyn. Dhruv. Samida. Kausara. Revati. Lucia. Jimmy. And finally, Sarah.
Ladies and gentlemen, while the housing specialization takes its seat, let's acknowledge indeed that the housing specialization has been completely reorganized this year. And our compliments to the coordinators, but also the participants, to what I think was really a great success. And then, before the break, one more specialization. But don't worry, we are probably continuing after the break for the other specializations as well. The specialization we do now is urban land governance. Could I please
first word, because I would like to say the last word to the ULG and also take the opportunity to talk to all my students and UMD since I coordinate the program. So Jan will bear with me a few seconds more. I would like to give it to Montserrat first, because she's very special to us. It's going to be our last year with us, so please you can say a few words.
Thank you. Well, it was a pleasure working at IHS for 4 years, and as you may know, I'm leaving, but for better and greener grasses and fields and everything in Wageningen University. So I would like to thank you, all of the students from UMD14 and mainly ULG ladies that were a very special part of me all this year, and also by working together in land rights, in land property, finance, and also on climate change and resilience. So I hope that everything that you have learned, you will bring it with you wherever you go and make cities work. And I'm sure that wherever you go, you will put a piece of your heart, and it will go, it will be a big success. So congratulations, and I will miss you a lot.
I'm new, she's going on coming. It's not related to each other, by the way. I didn't prepare anything. I must acknowledge that I know you not so well as my colleagues because I was not teaching you last year. I have had the opportunity to help some of you with your thesis, and I'm very proud about the work we did together. And very happy of the results, and I'm looking forward for your future and for the next year, the next students too. Thank you very much.
First to the land act, I call it land act. It's a very important specialization, the most important specialization. Land is everything, land is life, land is wealth, land is success, land is equity. I am not wrong. And when we first got 11 students, we were very shocked. We're perplexed, we're like, oh, 11 students. Then we found out it was 11 female students. And we were not. But then it afforded us the opportunity to actually get to know the most remarkable women I can imagine, that we can imagine to get to know. And you can imagine the kind of discussions we had with all women. It was deep. The kind of critical conversations we had, it was critical. And we also had a lot of food and eating, naturally, a lot of potlucks. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of good times. But also, we were able to learn from each other and share our experiences as people in the urban world trying to make cities work. So we are really, really very grateful and privileged to have gotten to know you well. I think we could not have gotten better students. And we are really, really grateful, and we hope that we keep in touch and we remain a community in pursuing equitable land governance. And I'd like to use the opportunity to talk to all the students now. First of all, I would like to send warm regards from Paul, who is actually the coordinator of the specialization. He really wanted to be here, but I tricked him and sent him off to Tanzania. So he couldn't. I'm joking. But seriously, here, but he had to be in Tanzania, and he sent his warm regards, his love, and he will miss you greatly. Naturally, I think you know that. Now to the whole UMD, it's, as Jan said, it's been a remarkable group, a very special group. It's a group that has been very cooperative in that sense. They have been also very communicative of ways in which we can improve the program, of which we are very grateful. We have been a group that has loved each other, cared for each other, have been a family, and we've observed that. So a round of applause to you. And I know right now that there's a lot of paradox in living IHS. In one way, you're excited to go home, but you're also afraid. In another way, you have learned a lot, but you wonder if that knowledge will be accepted or even welcomed. You obviously want to stay in Rotterdam, but you also want to go home to family, right? And you also wonder, yeah, what will be? Where will I go back to my job? Will I get a new job? There's excitement, there's fear, there's worry, there's hope. But I want to share with you very quickly the words of a great man, in my opinion, Teddy Roosevelt. So please bear with me as I read it, so I get it right. This is my message to you. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is mirrored by dust, sweat, and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcomings, who is but actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasm and great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievements, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. So that his place will never be like those cold and timid souls who never know victory or defeat. What I'm trying to say is, it is hard to fail, but it is worse to never have tried. So as you go forth, please try. Just show up, for starters, and have fun doing it. Thank you. Okay. It is with absolute pleasure that I, Paul, Dimitro, and Monsi will call our first cum laude in many years. It's a pleasure to call Vesmira. Mariana from Brazil. Ranger from China. Diana from Colombia could not be here today, so I'm I'll be taking it on her behalf. Second UMD diploma is not a bad idea. Margarita from Chile. Alain from the Philippines. Andrew from India. Stephanie from Mexico. Maimuna from Nigeria. Seattle from Sweden. And last but not least, definitely not least, our developer, Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you very much.
So, next year the UMD specialization might be renamed in urban land governance and gender inequality. Are you still doing well? Yeah. Congratulations to all students who already got their diploma and are alumni now. There's a division now in two groups. There's alumni and there's almost alumni. But since we're halfway the delivery of diplomas, I would like to introduce to you our next speaker. With pleasure and honor, I will introduce him briefly. It's our Rector Magnificus, or Chancellor, member of the Executive Board of the University, Professor Rutger Engels. And you could say that he is the highest ranked academic and responsible for the academic vision of the university and the research and educational quality of the university. And in his case, specific case, he's also professor at the Erasmus School of Social and Behavioral Sciences in developmental psychopathology. If I say it correctly, but I do so. Professor Engels, it's an honor. May I invite you to address us in these festive circumstances.
Hello and welcome. Family, friends, the faculty of IHS, but most importantly, the future urban professionals about to graduate, or some of you already did, with a master's degree in urban management and development. It's an honor for me to share this moment with you. Despite you being here for almost a year, this probably is the first time you saw me, right? So I want to give a short introduction, and Kees already did it, but I'm Rutger Engels. I just came here to this university. I came from Utrecht University, and I'm since June the Rector Magnificus of the university. So I'm basically indeed responsible for education and research of this university, but also, and that's even important as education and research, I'm important for the fact that the research we are doing has actually societal impact. And for me, that is as important as doing the research and education itself. I'm here for a few months, but I'm really proud of this university, and I believe in the potential of all our graduates to, as they move on to the next phase of their lives. And I will tell you why. I think Erasmus University students, graduates, and institutes are different from universities, from the other universities as we have them in the Netherlands, and I've been to 5, so I have some experience. There is a kind of Erasmus mentality. And this mentality actually means that we do not only teach, train, and conduct research on relevant social issues, we practice and we live them. This specific characteristic makes IHS and other Erasmus initiatives different from its competitors. And our graduates, like you, different from other graduates. IHS strives for change, to effect change. We connect with governments, with international organizations, and use these case studies to build a fulfilling classroom experience. We hope this method of teaching allows all of you to come up with your own initiatives, to develop entrepreneurial minds, to gain valuable knowledge, and to think globally. I hope you're all satisfied with the course you took, its lessons, and you will all return home, or stay, some of you will probably stay here, with the drive and expertise to help to develop your own cities. After all, the main goal of IHS is to make cities work, and the best way to do that is through you. So I sympathize with all the struggles you have all had to overcome to sit here actually, into this room today. You're all being faced with adversity in one way or another, whether it's leaving your family and home, adjusting to the Dutch weather, although this spring and summer was quite good, or some of the horrible foods we have in the Netherlands, like bitterballen of sausijsbroodjes. You all had your dreams and determination and passion, and this is why each of you was chosen to be here, and we are very proud of all of you. You arrived in the Netherlands with the goal of developing as urban professionals. I hope you've left with much more than that. I hope you will never forget the innovative teaching methods of IHS, the practical pragmatism of the Netherlands urban spaces, of the Dutch attitude of optimistic realism. The strength of IHS lies in the diverse perspective and insights of its students. IHS is a proud international institute. We provide the space for you to interact and learn, and in turn, you work, share, and build together. This process has not always been easy, but it has made you and IHS stronger. You have survived an intense year of study, and you should be really proud of yourself and your classmates. Like all of you, IHS is still growing, adapting, and continually learning, and we are lucky to have you as our graduates, helping us along the way. Having graduates living all over the world and within the urban development field allows us to actually increase our expertise in all aspects. We know that internationalization is key to IHS' future, but we also believe the benefits of internationalization are key to our city's future. So we are really grateful. We are really grateful to each and everybody of you. Whether you're from Europe, Asia, Africa, Antarctica, you have given us first-hand insights into your respective nation and helped us acquire expertise. We can only hope we've done the same for you. I want to end with some words of advice. Think about what drove you to pursue this area of expertise, and don't forget that. You can be the change for many people. You have the expertise to make improvements for many people, for many other people's lives. You have the tools and the understanding of our world and all you can contribute to make it a better place. So, and understand two things. You stand here today as urban professionals, but the learning will never stop. Keep an open mind to new ideas and always look for yourself to improve. And dream. Be the positive change for the future. Understand that without hard work and applying knowledge, a dream will remain a dream. What you did not do will not be finished tomorrow. So start today. You're the future of the urban developing world. This is your day. Congratulations and live long and prosper.
Professor Engels, thank you very much for your friendly, supportive and encouraging words, and I would like to express my gratitude again for being with us today. And I hope you will have 5 or 10 minutes more to be with us, to stay with us actually, because now will be the moment for the real challenge. We will make a group picture as a start of the break, so there will be a half-hour break, but as a start of the break we will try to make a group picture here on this platform. Like Jan already said, if you're in the back side here, take care, because it's 2 meters down up there. So take care. Charm will take the lead from here, at least for the group picture. And then there is coffee and tea and some refreshments, I guess. Charm,
yes.
Could you lead us through the group picture process?
Yes.
Yeah? Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. You will wait for instructions. I will ask you to come here as soon as we finish the taking out some of the things here. I would like to ask for the first, the ones who are going to stand here. You know how tall you are, right? So the tallest stands in this first. The tallest. The second to the tallest will be here, and later. Okay, now all the tall people. Are you there? Okay, now I can maybe ask you to come now here, and then we will start while we prepare the stage. We will start putting you at the. Okay. Wow, 100. The tallest are 180.
Do you think you're tall? Do you think you're tall?
The staff also is included there, so 100 the tallest. Okay, perfect. Okay. If you don't fit in the first, careful, don't step one step there, you're gonna fall. Don't step. Okay, yeah, it's good. And then. Okay, the second tallest. What is this level? 100, 180, 185, 170 to 175? So one, yep, perfect. Alex Corsoto. Wait, okay. just stand there first. Go back, and I will ask for more people when we are able to manage this one. Sorry, Okay, these time you will have to either like this. Later, but for now it's okay. Later I will ask you to have like this later. Yeah? Okay, next to this will be here. Yeah? Okay, come. And we will put some people will have to sit down. The not so short guys, but really amazing guys, I will have to ask you to sit down. Yeah, here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's nice. Okay.